Hey, Jacob, let me see if I can explain some of this to you. So, week 2, first attempt, you missed 6. So let's take a look at that. Okay, I've already got my areas open here. I'm just going to go into yours here and take a look. All right, so you missed number 2. What is the area of drawing 2? So open this up and then press print screen on your keyboard, and then open it up in Paint, or open up Paint and hit Control V at the same time, and this will open up. And then I want you to start making some lines in this thing to separate it. Now, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can take the whole thing and say 72 and 39/6. 72 times 39.5. And that gives you the whole area of the red here. And then basically what you want to do is start subtracting these areas out. So you've got 1, 2, 3 areas here that you want to subtract out. So this is known as the subtraction method. So you want to take all of these and subtract that out. Where, you started with, a big old positive in here on all of them for the huge one, and then you want to take these out here, and that's called the subtraction method. The other way is to section this off. And this is called the addition method. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to figure out what this area here is, what this area here is, what this area here is, and add them all together. One thing that can help you to do this is using Excel. It will help you tremendously. If you're aware, if you know how to do Excel, just go up here and say 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. And over here we've got 20 by 10. So I can start off and say equals 20 times 10. And then for number 2, I can say 18. Actually, I've got to do a little bit of addition here, so I had 74 or 72. So let's do it that way. I can come in here and I can say equals, and I'm gonna put this in parentheses, 72 less 12'8", 12.66667, close parentheses, times 18. And then I've got that one. And then I go down here to this last one. It's 11.6 by 43.9. So equals 43.75 times, what did I say? 11.5. And then that gives me those. And then just basically hit the auto sum. And it'll add all those together for you. And so you want to go to 2 decimals. Oh, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. Decimals here, decimals, bam. And she's going to shut down with me. Went the wrong way. All right, so that'll round off. That did not round off correctly. So this should be 1171.13 or 1771.13. That should be your right answer for that question there. So go back through those and try that again and see how you do. See if you do those a little bit better. And Then let's take a look at next question. The volume, I found an answer for the first question. For the third, the most and most of the rest, I think I could step anyone else through these, how to estimate, but for some reason, trying to approach myself is blowing my mind, blah, 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 blah. So let's take a look at that. This will go back for me. So area, remember, is square footage on a two-dimensional level, and the volume is going to be on a three-dimensional. So let's see, you've attempted it. So you've got some answers, and okay. So actually, let me back up. Do I need to? I probably need to, yeah, open up the volumes here. And so the volumes are going to be a little bit different than the others. So you've got to look at a couple of things. Number one, all of these inside ones here, you're going to have to figure up, what the volume of this is. And so let's open up Excel again. Excel, can help you do some of the addition and subtraction without having to put so much thought through it. So let's call these pier footings. And they are equal to 1.5 times 1.5 times 8 inches, 0.6666667, times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 times 12. Okay, so we have basically what we've here, hit that, so you can read this up here. So basically what I've got going on with this pier footing is, I've taken the 1.5 here. So it said that it was 1 foot 6 inches square. So that means that it's 1.5 feet, which is 1 foot 6 inches. And it is the same on the other one. So 1.5 feet, 1.5 feet. Make sure that you put these all in the same units. Okay, so here it was told that we had 8 inches, but really it's, if we're going to put it in, it's going to be 0.66667 feet. And that's the same as saying 8 divided by 12. Okay, so then we've multiplied 1.5 times 1.5 times the 0.667, and then I counted them up and we've got 12 of them. So I'm going to multiply that times the number, which is 12. And always when you start your cell, start with equals, so it'll do all this multiplication for you without having to do a whole bunch of super stuff. All right, so let's continue on.
Resume Pandora.
No, stop. Alexa, stop. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so on this one here, we've got a little bit of different thing to go on. So let me just draw this. Let me just draw this up here. And this is 8 inches. This is 1 foot 8 inches. This is 8 inches thick here. And then the bottom of it is 1 foot 4. All right, so we have the square, the whole thing here, rectangle, as 42 by 24. So to figure this out, we want to first find the area of this. Remember that when we're trying to find area, it is basically the width times the length, which is feet times feet, which is going to give you square feet. Whereas we're doing volume, we have the width times the length times the depth equals feet times feet times feet, which is equal to cubic feet. All right, so and then I'll tell you about, correcting this into cubic yards. So first of all, let's take care of this. Let's find out we have this space here. We'll call that space number 1. All right, we got space number 1, and we have space number 2 down here. All right, so for space number 1, we're going to say 1 foot 8 inches times 8 inches, or 1.66667 times 0.667. And we can do that very easily up here, and we're going to call this the foundation. All right, so equals 1.6666667 times 0.6666667. Put as many sixes as you can in there, and you'll end up with a better number. In other words, what I'm saying is, if I just put, or even worse, 1.67 times 0.67, you'll see that I end up with a different number here. And this is the correct number. This is not the correct number. So don't just stop at 2 decimals. Keep them on going. So then I'm going to put in the perimeter. And the perimeter is going to be equal to 42 plus 24. And I'm going to close that in parentheses because I want this to take place first. And then I'm going to multiply that times 2. Now, I know that's kind of weird, so I want to explain that to you. What I've done was I said, I'm going to take this side and I'm going to add it to this side. All right, so I get a number, but then when I say times 2, then I basically get this. All right, so that gives me my whole perimeter, and my whole perimeter is 132 feet all the way around it. All right, I've already found my area of these two here. Now all I got to do is multiply this times that. So here I'm going to say equals the area of the foundation times the length of the perimeter, and there I have the total, and this is cubic feet for the piers and cubic feet for the perimeter footing. So now what I want to do is I want to add these two together, and again I can do the auto sum, but this time I want to do just this one and just that one. I'm going to hit control. I'm going to push control so that I get both of those. It's going to add up the two of those, and now this is my total cubic feet. Now I believe I was asking for the volume. Let me go back into this first question again. I mean, I know I was asking for the volume, but I mean in the cubic yards. Yes. So I'm asking for cubic yards in here. So how do I find out what the cubic yards are? So I need to find the total cubic yards. All right. So if we look at, hit enter on that. If we look at the, our little drawing here, and let's say that we have a Rubik's Cube. And this Rubik's Cube is, I can do my Rubik's Cube a little bit better than that. Let's do that. There's my Rubik's Cube. So basically I have 3 feet and 3 feet and 3 feet deep. All right. and this is 1 cubic yard. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So there's 27 cubic feet to equal 1 cubic yard. All right, so now what I want to do up here is I want to say equals my total cubic feet divided by 27. And that gives us the total number of cubic yards in that question. So this is a real simple and easy way to do that. I hope this helps. Let me see if you had any other questions on here before I let you go. Do not subtract the rebar. Absolutely not. Forget that noise. That's minimal. Spaces. Yes, you do. You do the pillars as well, which I just showed you. You just tell me what you need and I will try to explain it. Remember to keep it simple. Getting inside that brain of yours can be kind of scary. So, you know, whatever you're trying to get across to me, try to keep it simple so that I understand what you're trying to ask. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I'll talk to you later. See you, bye.